よいしょ。Hey chat, welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Yes, I'm using a baby wipe. Baby wipe to wipe out the last week's donation. Yep. Whew. January is almost over. Very quick. Soon it will be Valentine Day season ね。Valentine Day. Is there anything going on to you guys for the Valentine's Day? Any plans already? I was going to organize matchmaking party that I'm doing with the other organizer. We've been doing matchmaking parties. We already done 3 times, and we kind of start to have the tradition to hold a party on Valentine's Day, Valentine season, right? So we were talking to each other's customers, and the other organizer found a few female participants, but I couldn't find men participants this time, sadly. So I don't think it's gonna happen this Valentine's Day. But for those who don't know, I'm hosting matchmaking parties for my customers. But with the concept is a little niched. Women participants are the age range between late 30s to 60s. So it's relatively older ね。So yeah. ね。Because it's niched. I couldn't find customers on my side that suits the concept. Mainly because I have I have some customers who are like, over 40s, right? Over 40s. That's kind of like threshold, basic threshold. Over 40s who are seriously looking for Japanese partner, right? So, there are some customers who kind of have that niche, but I can't just invite everyone. They are either そうだね。そうだね。Some customers just don't look for women over 40, right? Some men just want to pursue more like family and talking about kids, right? So it's understandable. For those who want to have kids by their own, then I can't really introduce women who are over 40, right? So yeah, there's that. And there are a few men who are just not ready for matchmaking, because no matter how many times you go to matchmaking parties or being introduced, if you don't have skill to get along with women and, attract women, then it's gonna just go like a waste of their time, right? So, and also, I can't just introduce men who aren't really ready to those women participants, I feel bad for women participants if I just invite men who have no clue to date. So there's that too. And a few customers I was going to invite, they already, they recently just found relationships, girlfriends. So I can't invite them either. So yeah, it was a bad timing. But yeah. So we'll probably, yeah, pass this Valentine's Day and maybe think about another one. Party sometime summer, かな? Anyways, that's my situation. Lloyd, hello. Antonio, hello. 454 Grimes, welcome. Justin, what's up, Asagi and the best of Asagi Nation. Flaming TP, welcome. Anthony, good morning and advanced happy Chinese New Year. Oh, you celebrate Chinese New Year. Nice. 454, my girl is in Japan. Good for you. Frank, good afternoon. Yeah, that's a shame. まあね. Because those women are seriously looking for partners and they were excited, but I couldn't deliver. I couldn't deliver men. No. By the way, one of the couples, one of the couples, right? One of the couples who met through our matchmaking party, they are now couple, officially couple. And yeah, they are very serious, and maybe I will hear a good news, like within, if that goes well, I'll probably hear a very happy news within a year even, yeah. I'm really happy for him. まあでもね、women are also woman. The woman is also a very nice woman. Yeah, I'm really happy for them, and I'm really happy that I could help men. Angelite, I was hoping for at least a video chat date, but I haven't found someone yet. That's okay. It will happen when it happens. Or at least a video chat date. Okay, you asked a woman out, but didn't happen. Yeah, just keep moving on. Bill, curious, what are your thoughts on Japan proposal of giving residents who are not Japanese the right to vote? Oh, あれ? Is that in consideration even? I don't know. That might affect, but is that a lot? I don't know. John, hello. I've been messaging a lot with Kana. I suggested a call, but she's still worried her English isn't good enough. She started messaging more and first now every morning. No more. what did you do? You just said, okay, just let me know とか。In that case, that's like, I don't know. The fact that she's still messaging, then she's still, you know, she's still up to you, right? Then maybe you need a little bit of push, you know, hey, your English is very good. Don't worry about it. Let's do video call とかね。うん。Let's do phone call. Yeah. I think that's one of those times that you gotta be a man. Just ask her out. うん。Don't worry. I'm here for support. To support your English lesson. Your English かなうん。うん。そうだね。You gotta make her confident うん。about her English. Don't worry. セドリック、ハロー。アブソリュートモナキー、ハロー。ハッピーオーストラリアデイ。おオーストラリアデイ。オーストラリア。What's Australia Day? Like the day of the なんだろう beginning of Australia? Cool. Happy Australia Day for Aussie folks. Aussie folks. Happy Australia Day. KGP, thanks for the super chat already. Yay. How's it going? KGP. Thank you. Sure. Good to see you all again. Oh, it's been a little while. Welcome back. Rank. Japan Reporter did a video about the push to make Japan more multicultural. Oh, that's why people are curious. Yeah, I can't really make a comment about it, to be honest. Right now, I don't know much about politics deeper. まあそうだね。まあ as long as I'm welcome foreigners to live in Japan, but giving them a right to vote is at this point it's not as necessary. You know what I mean? It's kind of insignificant. Japan is not immigrant country like, for example, America, Canada, yeah, countries like that. Japan is still like most of the people are from Japan, not immigrants. So I don't think at this point, I don't think that's not, yeah, not as necessary, but yeah, that's all I can say right now. Matthias Matthias, sorry. Um, Matthias かな Matthias. I'm going to meet my girlfriend's parents for the first time in Osaka. Do you have any tips for this? First introduction, leave presents or topics which don't talk about. I'm speeding up my basic 日本語。日本語 yeah, do introduction in Japanese would be a good impression. でもね、I think most of you guys think about なんか how to impress girlfriend's parents, but I'm really think that it's more about what not to do. なんかね、I don't know, it's about if it's about Japanese culture or not. でもね、yeah, ask your girlfriend what's the taboo in her family, you know, what you should not do to them, right? Like, seriously. you gotta make her answer. But perhaps her parent is, very easygoing, but maybe not, right? Older generation can be a little more strict or traditional, or it's women parents are generally a little more protective, right? They're gonna judge they're gonna judge shit out of you. So yeah, bring a small present or practice Japanese, of course, but you really want to know what should not do. But let her know I understand her worries and that I like her. That you like her already? You said that you like her already? 告白告白ですか？お Brian, do you think Japanese girls like when you guys send voice messages over text message? Oh, definitely. Voice message is not something Japanese men do, but moreover foreign men do. And yeah, but I would say that's for the flirt. I would say, yeah. In the beginning of the communication where you are only texting, then sending a playful voice message would be really good. But in Japanese communication, we don't really use voice message all the time. Sometimes I see, foreigners using voice mail, 違う。voice messages all the time, they are listening and then talking to the phone all the time. But it's not common, and personally, I don't really think it's convenient, because if you are doing earphone, then I guess you can just listen to it like whatever. But yeah, if it's text, I can see anytime, right? But if it's voice message, when it's voice message, I have to, find a place, no one here, and have to, listen to it. And it's even in English. I might miss something, so I have to, it really use like time and effort to me, so it's not very convenient. So don't overuse it. Don't use it when it's not necessary, but to flirt with her, and yeah, yeah, use it to flirt with her, but not all the time. You know what I mean? Choose the right time and place. Ah, the sorry. あの、ノーズウォーター。allergy season ですね。it's coming. So I'm kind of constantly blowing my nose とか。yeah, it's becoming the season. Good day, mate. Keith Sumigo. I was in Japan in 1993 for 7 months. Gotemba City at the Guto Mount Fuji. I absolutely love the Japanese culture. I hope it doesn't change. Has been changed already a lot from 1993. すごいね。Almost 25 years ago. 20, almost 30 years ago? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Things have changed. Chaos Attractor. I love Japan. I wish Japan loved me. Will this day ever come? If you wish. I have to be careful because by saying I like her, she assumed I meant I loved her. そうだね。In Japanese language, we don't really say I love you, right? Then, if you say I like you to someone, then they will assume, especially when it's women, they would assume romance? Yeah, gotta be careful だね。Cedric. I'm meeting my girlfriend's parents in March, and she's very much like no touching around parents. No hugs, nothing like that. That's exactly what I told Justin. まあでも Justin knows. But, yeah, absolutely no touching. How did you prepare Justin to need your parents? I need my parents. Meet ね。Meet my parents ね。But, just like I told you, yeah, we talked about what not to do. What not to do first. Yeah. Right? Yeah. はい、ママです。はい。はい。Hello. What's going on? Yeah. When you were still in my belly, Mama and Papa met my parents. Right?
Yes.
How did you prepare?
How did I prepare?
To meet my parents when you meet my parents? You were still like 3 months. 3 months egg. Gaga. Gaga.
How did I prepare?
Yeah, Gaga. We talked about what not to do, right?
Yeah, I think mostly just like, well, I wanted to get. Okay. Is the purpose of the question so that they can prepare?
Yeah.
In their situation?
They will meet their girlfriends, Japanese girls' parents.
Okay. Well, your mileage may vary. I don't know what your Japanese ability is like. That's really gonna affect what you can do. I don't know if you'll. Maybe I should be on the camera. Squat down like my Jamiroquai ass.
Hi.
But yeah, it's really gonna depend on your Japanese ability. Whatever like you're capable of doing is really gonna color how you should approach it. But I'm pretty confident with my Japanese ability. Sorry. So what I did was I asked Asagi about like what her parents are like. You know, what learned out as much about her parents as I could, so I could kind of gauge the type of people that they are, and then because like you don't want it to be like super awkward, right? So like I learned that her dad's like really into like outdoorsy stuff, right? And I enjoy camping, and I'm kind of into outdoorsy stuff too. So like I just put that in my back pocket as something to talk about if shit got awkward, you know. I know that her mom likes, you know, somewhat like more tech related stuff, and I had some things in my back pocket to pull out in case things got awkward again. I just wanted to seem like a personable, you know, person who could, you know, hold up a conversation and deflect when things got weird. And then I think for Asagi's, what she said, we also talked about things not to say, because like I don't know the culture as well as she does, of course. So you know, listening to her, you know, and also I think we had like a safe word.
A safe word.
Like if things got like where I couldn't handle it, like I had a thing I could say where Asagi would just like come in and save me.
Right. Like touching your nose とか.
Yeah. Like if I scratch my nose, save me. We had that, so maybe it's good if you have that too. I think that's about it, right? That's the extent of that. And then you know just going with the flow once that happens. That's all I got. But good luck with your situation. I know it's a nervous thing, but you'll get through it, and it's just like an interview or something. You're gonna feel really nervous about it because of how pivotal it is, but you'll get through it. Hopefully that anxiety will help you bring out the best in yourself. You should.
Thank you.
Yep. Yoko, you're being very vocal, huh? You got advice? He wants his penguin.
Oh. More penguin. Give the penguin a kiss.
Meh.
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 Oh. Thank you. Silent kiss. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay. Oh, Hannah says bye. I guess we gotta go. We should do a Q&A stream here in a little bit, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, that's Justin's answer. Yeah. I remembered. So, yeah, safe word. Safe word. Yeah, he actually did that during the meeting. So, yeah. So, yeah, it was a very nervous というか nervous situation, because we also told my parents that I'm pregnant when Justin first met them, and I didn't know how they would react to it, because they are kind of like traditional, and we at that point we had not got married yet, right? So they might feel confused about the timeline, but yeah, they were very happy about it. At that point I was like way past 30, right? So they were more like worried about my situation. They were worrying about my situation. Um, so they didn't really care about the timeline, to be honest. Yeah. But yeah, thanks to Justin, things got really well. Maui. Just wanted to come to say hello. It's already 4:20 a.m. in my country. Oh, そっかそっか. Thank you, thank you. マテウス. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the advice. They seem very easygoing persons. The only problem is that her mom speaks zero English, that we can have conversation through phone. Okay, there's a language barrier for sure, but yeah, you just gotta get through this, right? Her English ability doesn't just go up. Your Japanese ability doesn't just go, significantly goes up. So you just gotta rely on your girlfriend, right? to be a translator. So it's more about the vibe, It's not about how much you can speak Japanese at this point. So it's not something you can change. So just be yourself, be a nice guy, regardless of language barrier. Where did he hide the chalk? あれ Where's the chalk? あれ Thank you so much, and good luck with your meeting with your parents. With her parents. Bear, are you guys more shy about using voice? そうだね。when it comes to, voice chat, voice mail か、voice messages. そうだね。It's a little, yeah, to Japanese people, I think that's a little bit of, unusual concept. Unusual. Might be a little weird even, to constantly use voice messages, right? But if you use it to be just playful, then I think that's a good, surprise for her. Things can be lost or misinterpreted in translation. Can be, but yeah. I would say instead of saying I like you, you might want to say things like I really like getting to know you とか、things like that would avoid the mistranslation. KGB, do Japanese people use 建前 when sending text messages? Misunderstanding common when sending text messages in Japanese? Do Japanese people use 建前 when sending text messages? Sure, yeah. They do when, they do とか we do when we do. Regardless of texts or verbal conversation. Misunderstanding common when sending text messages in Japanese? I would say so, yeah. I would say so. うん、うん。そうだね。うん。Frank, thanks for the vibes. Thank you. Unknown. Hello? What? Someone's getting big, Hirokun. Yes. I know. Looking handsome. Oh, なんかyeah, the shirt he was wearing is from the US. He's, Justin's mom brought it from the US and it looks very, なんか handsome というか very manly ね。Yeah. That we don't really see that kind of clothes, baby clothes in Japan, so it's nice. Yes, Kaka. How are you, mate? Long time no see. Hey, Justin. Hiro's hair is the same color as Justin's. For now, for now. But I'm sure it's gonna be darker as he gets older. Because when Justin was a kid, it was like very platinum blonde. But now it's like a dirty blonde. So, yeah, it's gonna be different. But so far, they have a, yeah, very, very similar color, right? Safe word or sign, great idea. Tag team effort. Right. Packer Jip, welcome. You sound like me, although I am sneezing. Glad to see the rest of your family is doing well. Yeah. So. Because of the, yeah. I'm sure it's gonna be more sneezing and tearing, even. So just sit on your hands, smile, and be polite and respectful. Pretty much, yeah. Adachi, yo. Unknown. I'm from Germany. Oh, Guten Tag. And I want to move to Japan in the next few years. I don't know how to explain it, but I can only really imagine myself marrying a Japanese woman with somewhat traditional values. うん。なるほどね。You'll see, you'll see. まあね。So far, まあ、traditional. うん。うん。まあ、of course, compared to Japanese people or women, or Japanese relationships in general, compared to a few decades ago, it's becoming towards, I wouldn't say westernized, but different, progressive. まあ、ヒロ君。Oh, yeah, he wants to go outside. Um, yeah, I mean, there is a aspect that, yeah, Japanese culture is a little more traditional compared to Western countries, and Japanese relationships can be a little more traditional. But also, there is this thing called modern dating. Modern dating in Japan. It's becoming a little bit loosened up compared to decades ago. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm not sure how much you would feel like, oh, Japanese women are more traditional. But, you'll see by communicating with real Japanese women. Neon toilets. Welcome back. I will never forget your name. Already like this stream. I'm glad you like it. You enjoy it. OCD Stig. Oh, Stig? Welcome back. あれ? Oh, you have two accounts. Okay. Back in the US. Bakar Jeep, thanks for the super chat. Thank you, thank you. Bakar Jeep. Thank you so much. Watching the GGST top 8 right now. GGST? What's that? Chaos Attractor. I do wish. Thank you. It is difficult for an American. Damasake. Damasake かな Damasake. What are normal topics outside Japan but are taboo to talk about in Japan? Outside Japan. What are normal topics outside Japan but are taboo to talk about in Japan? はいはいはいはい。なんだろう。わかんない。I can't just think of it. なんか、doesn't come up with right now. I'm pretty sure there are some topics like that. Oh, it's becoming hot in the Australia. Meanwhile, Frank, it is going to be negative. Oh, okay. KGB, okay. Stig is going back to the US. Alex, welcome back. John, see ya. Yaminda Salmon. Thank you for giving me successful dating tips with my Japanese girlfriend. You're amazing and deserve so much more than likes and subs. You are the hero. Oh, thank you. あれ? Did I give you dating advice? Well, you just watched my videos and then made it successful? Well, either way, happy to help and congratulations. It's winter here and there was really bad cold snap. Oh. US かな? It's been pretty cold in Japan too. Michael, I'm a quarter Japanese and I'm getting ready to move to Japan in a few months. Cool. What would you suggest I do to make new friends and find people to date? もうこれは I'm saying this 1,000 times. But have things in common. Have things in common. And use online. Not just online. You don't rely on online. But yeah. Have things in common. Either online or offline. まあ shared interests とかね shared interests such as even online なんか online community game video games that you do with other people とかね even that can make friends, right? I've seen some people met through those kind of online communities and getting married, right? So because it's shared interests. Also, まあね if it's in real life, communities such as なんか bouldering gym とか、salsa dancing kind of places are good. when you have that kind of shared interest. Easy to talk. Or even language exchanging apps, right? That's where many international couples meet right now. Because it's shared interest. People are interested in like intercultural communication, intercultural like culture exchanges, language exchanges. So that's where you would go if you want to have friends and relationships with なんか people from other culture. Indirectness is valued in certain time and place. Not all the time. Pakajif, my wife and I did not marry until she was 27. She made me so happy. 27. そっか。You guys started dating when you guys were much younger, I guess. Chaos. I do not mind the customs. I follow them all, but I still feel discriminated against. I only want to be accepted everywhere. I write and speak the language fluently, but I still feel like I am not. I get it. I get it. But and I'm sure by showing that you are learning the language and following the customs and all, they would accept you. But if you're talking about you want to be Japanese, want to be like Japanese, then that might be difficult. You know what I mean? But I don't think that's a bad thing. Because you're from other country and you have your own charm by having a different background. So use it as a charm and don't be discouraged when you don't feel like you are completely fitting in. You know what I mean? Stick, great news. What? What? Tell me about it. Kyle, what's your favorite thing about living in Japan? Oh, safety. もう safety. Safe. I don't have to care too much about like being attacked or gun shooting or stolen like my wallet stolen or things like that. I can walk outside even in midnight without worrying so much about assaulted or anything. Yes, there are many like small things like train groping とかなんか guys taking pictures up girls' skirts とか those creepy things can happen, but it's not like life threatening, I guess. Well, no, it's still uncomfortable. It shouldn't happen, but when it comes to safety, yeah, Japan is the best. Frank, thanks for another super chat. I did quickly explain that I wanted to get to know her better and she understood and agreed. I feel like it's a good sign she's messaging more now. Yeah, it doesn't look like going straight forward, but I think it's still worth pursuing. これかな将棋スティック Neon Toilet Juice, thank you for the super chat. Hello from Neon Toilet Juice World. Hope all is well. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your advice. I naturally put the needs of others before my own. I mean, that's very nice, you know, but sometimes you take care of yourself too. Thank you so much for your insight. You're welcome. Nexus, hello from Chechen, Chechen, Chechen Republic. Chechen ってどこ? Chechen Republic. I don't want to marry at all or date. I'm here in Asagi-san's stream for the ambience. なんかね、some people find my stream more like therapeutic. I'm very pleased with myself, only want to share my joy. Why does everyone assume I am a bad person who does everything wrong? I don't think they do. Oh. I want to be a rock star. Well, everybody wants to. Nexus, love your channel from Russia, Chechen Republic. Russia, Chechen Republic. Oh. Thanks for advices and for making good mood. You're welcome. Glad you guys are enjoying what I do. I want to be a rebel. A rebel? This is exactly what I am talking about concerning Japan. Oh. Are you okay? Chaos Attractor? Are you okay? Every country has their own problems. Japan isn't a paradise. No. Dragon Soul Experiment. I just stopped in to say, yo, love you and what you do. Thank you, thank you. To I think women would laugh at me if I took a dancing lesson. Please take pity on me. まあね。でもなんか because many people ask me how to meet my women とか women or friends in real life, right? And my I still think meeting I still think meeting women and friends in real life is kind of difficult when it comes to Japan. In Japan, people don't really まあそうだね compared to places like America, right? People don't really talk to each other in public places like supermarket とか、train station とか in a train とか、that's not common at all, or you would look at you would be seen as like a weird person if you do that. So I'm always saying have things in common, right? But even when you go places like yoga classes or like a gym, even those places, it's not really like the mood, talking to people there. Except for old folks, old people would talk to you at the gym, but young people don't really do that. Young Japanese people. So I would say you have to find a community that has more like vibes. Like I said, like a salsa dancing, it's a pair work, right? You are forced to be in a place to, work with people. That way, people feel more comfortable talking to you guys. So yeah, more think Japanese people as a people who have communication issues. Okay, we are shy. We are yeah, we are really bad at communications. Yeah. Uh. So you really have to. You really want to find places that is that are specifically for like mingling, you know, teamwork. なんか teamworking community ね。まあ either language exchanging community or まあ dancing like partner dancing or あとは places like bouldering gym. It's more like, people encourage each other while someone is climbing, right? So yeah, find a place that has that kind of vibes. That way, it's gonna be much easier for you to meet and make friends with Japanese people. I'm not saying it's impossible to talk to people at the gym and make friends from there, but I'm saying it's a little harder than places that have the context, you know? えーと、Pakajip, another super chat. Oh, we married within 2 years. Okay, that's a good time frame. So, ne, which sticker should I give to you? How about ramen? Ramen. Yeah, it's really made well. Like, it's even got the noodle in it. It's got the texture too, you know. Yeah, for Pakajip. Thank you. It's upside down, but yeah. it's kind of a big sticker, so how to get the balance. VT, hello, I am maybe your number one fan. Okay, maybe. Frank, my surgery is in 10 days. 10 days, okay. Good luck. So now, I don't think I can have a live stream next weekend. So yeah, good luck, Frank. Hope it goes well. And I suspect that you need a rehabilitation too. Good luck with that too. I'm here watching because I do not want to do my college homework. um, cool, cool. It's hard when you love Japanese women. I have no problem in any other country. I'm not ugly. I have been told I have a cheerful and happy personality. なんだろうね。I don't know what is affecting your dating life in Japan or with Japanese women. But if you want to find out, I have a dating consultation service you can find in the description box. Getting in line. I have DJD for 30 years. I have rhythm, but I have zero moves. I will get on the dance floor, no problem, but I look like a complete idiot. I don't care if someone's laughing at me, they are happy. Ah, okay. Yeah. It's more about the vibes, you know. If you are having fun, that's it's all about. Moke Sonic, good morning. I love the Japanese people maybe more than anyone I know. Cool. Corey Kang. Japan is a lot harder to find friends or relationships compared to Thailand, at least from my experience. Thailand ね。I'm in a happy relationship with a Thai woman, but a lot of my friends want Japanese girlfriend. まあね、Thai women are, yeah, much easier to get along, I think. まあ、そうだね。Eastern Asian woman, right? Like a Thai or Vietnamese とか。Vietnam, Thai. India has its own dating culture, so I don't know. But yeah, places like that. Malaysian とかさ。Malaysian, maybe different. But at least Thai, Vietnam. Their women are much more easygoing, right? うん。tropical countries. like, hot countries. They tend to have more easygoing vibes compared to cold countries, right? And also, when it comes to women who graduated from um, college, who have degree, then Thai women, Vietnamese women, their English ability is much higher than Japanese women who also have degree, right? So easy to get along with. そうね。Yeah. でもね、some women are interested, Japanese women ね。Definitely there are some Japanese women who are interested in foreign culture and want to, explore friendships or dating with non-Japanese men. So, yeah, but if you find women outside Japan, like Thai, happy for you. KGP, I met a guy that took the same bus as me that told me he was taking salsa dancing lessons. Oh, nice. He was probably in his 50s. He didn't say so. But I was pretty sure he was trying to meet women there. まあね。そうだね。But salsa dance, things like salsa dance, it's like definitely for mingling, yeah. The Japanese girl I dated truly enjoyed her time with me. Unfortunately, we could not continue based on my decisions. Okay. Oh, Simir, welcome back. Oh, Simir, sorry, I don't think I've been able to give a shout out on Instagram yet. But I will make sure doing it. Now, this week was very difficult. Busy. I mean, I have a dance recital next weekend. That's why I don't think I will be able to go live next weekend. But yeah, I have a dance recital. Then I have to, practice. Also, Hiro's sleeping cycle is becoming kind of messed up. Sometimes he doesn't sleep until midnight or things like that. So, yeah, ちょっとね, this week has been a bit rough to me. The soup gachapon looks like the worst kind of cute K-pop coffee pot. Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about. Afro shinobi. Afro shinobi. Oh, interesting. Well, welcome. Brian, what type of humor do Japanese people like? Uh, silly and goofy. Oh, silly and goofy. Have you watched Japanese? Uh, have you watched Japanese comedy? If you do, if you have, you know what I am talking about, right? I mean, there are some like stand-up comedies, um, called manzai. But そうだね. I think then and manzai is more about having a good plot. Uh, you know, kind of you have to have a good sense of humor and kind of have to be smart to think about the plot and script for manzai stand-up comedy. But other than that, there are so many other like なんか random comedies. It's called konto. I don't know what is that stand for. But なんか yeah. Normally, Japanese comedy is more about, those comedians being goofy and very silly and make people laugh just by being silly and goofy. だね. So, yeah, I can't really show right now. They have very strict copyright issue. So I can't really show, but if you watched, you know what I mean. So yeah, especially with the language barrier, right? You want to, if you want to make Japanese people laugh, you want to use your more like goofiness than having an interesting pun or American joke, because it doesn't work unless the Japanese person is really good at English and no American humor. Yeah, even because getting English humor is like another level, right? Even if I speak English pretty well, I still have hard time understanding jokes in English. It usually goes right over my head. So rather than that, I would easily laugh at, you know, when you are when you are goofy. うん。うん。Afro, me in Okinawa, enjoying my holidays. あ、いいね。Good place for holidays. Simeo, Taiwan is seismically active lately. Better watch it in Okinawa. You'll feel more tremors. Tremors? Keitaro, welcome back. Speaking of Sonic, have you watched it yet? Not yet. でしょSonic Movie 3. It's なんか Shadow will be on the movie. I want to watch it. うん。そうね。Thailand is not nearly as kind as Japan, just my opinion, of course. So, I've been to Thailand a few times. People there were very generally nice, very friendly. They see foreigners, they are very curious. So, yeah. Still, I confessed to my girl in a few days ago. Oh, how did it go? How did it go? Doug, Asakusa YouTuber Smiley Miley. Smelly Miley. Smiley. Smiley Miley. Did a video with her friend who dated a guy from her work, then broke up. Guy started stalking. How common is that scenario in Japan with coworkers post breakup? Oh, post breakup. Post breakup in post breaking up with coworkers. I've seen most of them are doing alright, just moving on. But yeah, there are some cases that goes messy. Yeah, definitely. And yeah, I had a similar experience as the girl you were talking about. なんか coworker being a stalker kind of situation. So that's why I kinda てか I definitely stopped dating at work. I thought it was really bad idea in the long term, so I stopped doing that. I don't like the idea even anymore, but people still do it. But yeah, you gotta be careful though. You gotta be careful. I think when you are in the company, you are working for a company, and you don't really mind leaving the company anytime soon, then I guess you can. But if you are looking at working in the company in a long term, then I don't recommend it. It's a risk. Cedric, I just said hello to people while in Japan, and everyone was so nice. I met many kind and wonderful people. You just said hello to people. Hey. I'm sorry for complaining. I just felt this was the proper place to express my concerns. I mean, no disrespect. I apologize if I make anyone uncomfortable. Bows 90 degrees. That's a deep, deep bow. I get it. I mean, no worries. I really miss my Japanese girlfriend, but she's back in Japan now. I'm currently dating a Chinese woman and unsatisfied. Maybe I should contact my Japanese old girlfriend and reconnect. good luck with that. You broke up with the girl and going back to her again? Again? That doesn't look very good. But,そうね. I'm pretty sure that ship had sailed. But, まあ, you know, you can see how much chance you have. You can try and see かな. Stig, good news. She didn't say no. She didn't say no. Is there any but? Did she say yes then? There are a lot of people from the Philippines where I live. They speak English very well. Well, Philippine people, Filipinos, they speak English very well. Did you hear about the fire in Osaka? I hope no one was hurt. It looked bad. Fire in Osaka? No. I think even in Japan, the news about fire is all about LA fire, which I hope you guys are okay. なんか I hope it doesn't affect your life. She wanted to continue to talk and get to know each other. In other words, she's doing it the Western way. まあ is the woman from the matchmaker? Traditional matchmaker? Then in that case, many matchmakers, they have like strict rules, right? If if you guys become together, officially together, then you guys have to quit the service and pay for the service. Isn't that right? That's why she is, it's a big decision for you guys, and she was still, she's still kind of like be cautious. Want to go slow? I don't know. That's what I can assume. Because if it's in real life, right? In real life, and you do kokohaku confession, if she likes you, then she would say yes 100%. There's no anything between. In real life, ne? Well, matchmaking services, I guess things are a little more complicated. So, I don't know. Samu, yo. Some best places to make friends in Japan. We already talked about it in this live stream, so please watch the recap. Fake name. I want to do kokohaku with a girl since I wimped out. Slept with. I don't know, wimped out. But she lives an hour away and is busy, so we only meet once a month. We text every day and call often, but I can't kokohaku on the phone. You don't wanna do kokohaku on the phone, right? Yeah, probably next time you physically see her. Japanese prank shows are crazy. Is that still a thing? It was a thing like a decade ago, I believe, but I don't know. I don't really follow Japanese TV shows anymore, so I don't know if those prank shows are still a thing, because it's definitely crossing the line in a modern standard. I would say. I've discovered sarcasm is easily misunderstood. Sarcasm, it's not really common, yeah, idea. Ivan, this is true. I made a broken English grammar joke the other day for a Japanese live streamer, and she definitely didn't get it. I recently discovered 落語落語か。落語いいね。My girlfriend loves when I pretend to be a Chinese chef. Yeah, goofy. Nice. KGB, is Jim Carrey popular in Japan? He makes goofy comedy. The new Sonic the Hedgehog movie just came out. Jim Carrey ね。Yeah, he's pretty. I think he's famous from the なんだっけ Mask かな。So I guess older generation no and like Jim Carrey, but maybe not in a younger generation. He's not as famous. Wild Phil, welcome back. By the way, I these nuts my girl right before I confessed to her. I actually a tub of nuts. I these nuts. I these nuts. I don't know. Dating coworkers is always a bad move. まあでもね、it's still pretty common in Japan, especially outside Tokyo area, you know what I mean? Between all the seed oils in our food and sugars, it's pretty toxic. Okay. She ended her subscription with the matchmaking service, but I still have an active membership, so it's complicated. She ended her subscription, but still meeting you met through the matchmaking service. Is that even like isn't that against the rule? No. If she matched with you through the matchmaking service, then she has to pay. And leaving, she shouldn't keep in touch with you. あれ That's my understanding, but yeah, complicated ね。ね。Yeah. What would you do next? ね、どうするの My bias towards Japanese women grew exponentially over the last decade. Okay, it's not only their overworldly beauty, but their values align way more with me than with some women, generally speaking. Okay. I always have like a 5-10 minutes delay in her stream for me, but I'm assuming it's from Japan as Sora has the same delay for the most part. Oh, Do we have delay like that? I don't know. Afro, have you been to Okinawa? If yes, what's your recommendation? I've been to Okinawa, but the last time I went to was over 10 years ago. Over 10 years ago. So, can't really say recommendation. どこだろうなんか、I think more like local Okinawa islands, smaller islands, would be more exotic and authentic compared to mainland Okinawa. Mm. Also, she hugged me. Okay, cool. Cool, cool. The chat she's reading is from 10 minutes ago for me. まあね, I tried to read every chat, so it's usually delayed. But sorry, not sorry, I guess. Nick M. I'm moving to Japan for 2 years. Miyazaki. And I'm somewhat concerned about the earthquakes. Oh, how do you prepare? Do you think about them often? Any tips? It's a natural disaster we can't have any control over. So, なんだろうね. I guess we are, at the end of the day, we are not concerned because there's no point. Because we can't just avoid, right? Um, but there are things we can do as well, like having an emergency backpack とか put なんか preserved, long preserved food and like easy toilet, water kind of stuff. Maybe you can pack those things um, to be prepared when it happens. And also check out your local procedure when that happens, like where you can evacuate, where you can get food from, things like that. Definitely, yeah. But I don't think you should stress to be worried like every day, because that makes your quality of life. That affects your quality of life. If you are like always worried about when the earthquake happens, it's not good for your mental health even. So, you're right, Asagi. Japan is becoming more and more westernized, but at least a Japanese woman is way more beautiful than the most beautiful Western woman, and I saw many beautiful women in my life. Okay. Mask. Japan is just Japan, and yeah. 神戸スノーかな Howdy. Some people compare Japan to other countries, like someone legit ask, do folks in Japan kiss everyone in the lips, including relatives, because of 100 girlfriends? And I'm like, what? So folks in Japan kiss everyone on the lips. Is that some kind of TikToker influencer thing? え Kobe Jr. How to express my feeling to a Japanese woman. I'm scared to tell my feelings. Thank you. Oh, why scared? Why do you think you are scared? Because you are scared of rejection? かなそうね。I feel you. No one wants to be rejected. um, but I think there are always like risk, right? Risk of rejection when it comes to any human relationships, right? まあ except for family かな family usually don't reject you. But friends and relationship, like friends and partners, they can reject you. But think about it. When you are trying to find the one, there's only one. And the rest of the relationships go somehow ends, right? Until you find the one. So, in other words, rejection is a part of journey to find the one, right? And then, would you choose to tell her you're feeling, and perhaps you get rejected, but also she might like you too. Or you can also choose not to share your feelings and just wait for her to make a move, which also have so much risk to get rejected. She might just end up ghosting, or because you don't really make move, right? So it's either this or that. Which would you choose? And if you choose to say like some kind of confession or to share your feeling for her, then you need to have some clues. You can't just なんだろうな recklessly tell your feeling to get rejected. You know what I mean? You have to have some kind of clues and hints. And you have to be very, very positive that she would say yes when you share your feeling. You know what I mean? Other than that, it's not worth telling her. If you don't really see the hints and clues that she likes you, then just keep her as an option, keep her as a friend, and move on. Because that's like reckless. You know what I mean? Hey, me and my cousin both study Japanese, and we were arguing about the use of drink versus 飲み物 and their use. Could you tell me which is more popular? Also, love your content. ドリンク or 飲み物飲み物とドリンク一緒じゃない Same. It's just English or Japanese. 飲み物 is Japanese. Drink is English. Not much of a difference between drink and 飲み物 Okay, boys and girls of Asagi Nation, I gotta bounce. Okay, Justin, have a good day. Good night か。 You stop, drop, and roll during an earthquake. Oh, roll. Okay. My emergency bag would be all cup noodles. I mean, well, how do you manage having hot water though? Mm. I would love to see Japan's work culture shift to give people more guilt-free time for themselves and family. うんだね。How have you been to Kobe, Japan? Want to go and try Kobe beef? Not because of my name. Okay, it is. Okay. うん。まあ、神戸ね。I haven't been there. うん。Bros fetishizing Japanese women ain't no way. Have some self-awareness. It's embarrassing. Oh, what did you, what do you, what did you make you feel that people are fetishizing Japanese women? Cedric, thanks for the super chat. Super sticker. Thanks for the support, everyone. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I don't think I have a live stream next weekend, so getting some this kind of help would be really appreciated. Even honestly, I'm not so scared of rejections as I am of heartbreak. In the wise words of Jeff Buckley, I love you, but I'm afraid to love you. You know. Okay. I don't know. Cheating is massive in Japan. Hey. So you talk about men who are fetishizing Japanese women for some reason. And then you think cheating is massive in Japan because what? YouTube content? Street interviews? かな叱るの。はい。It's me. Or Japanese ladies are just boring? I have been dating a lot, but every person is just the same. Same interests, same conversations, especially on the matching apps. おー、なるほど。まあ、I think there are some aspects, right? Japanese education, right? Education system doesn't really make us unique, right? Being unique is not prioritized. or being unique is not as appreciated in Japan because of this, uh, harmony, respecting harmony kind of culture. If one is very edgy and unique and try to do whatever he or she wants to do, then that breaks the harmony. So people are more like try not to be too unique or edgy in the society. So you wouldn't see so many Japanese people who are like super unique from the beginning. But, but, you know, there are of course many Japanese people who are unique, but don't really show from the beginning. Especially places like マッチングアプリじゃなくて dating apps. You will find out the surface of the person at first. You have to, discover the personality of the person. And she might be very unique, but she just don't really show that to you because that's not really culture. だから you have to get through the layers of Japanese people's personality. They don't really show you 100% uniqueness from the beginning. I think there are, yes, the Japanese culture is more about not being so unique or not being too different from the others. But also, there might be the aspect that you just haven't really get through the layers of those women and feeling like, oh, all the women are same. Japanese women are all the same, boring. Um, so yeah, that's the aspects you might want to think about. I had a friend who was a Japanese exchange student and she was trying to come over and mess around while she had a long-term boyfriend. と、そうだね。When one is young, like exchanging exchange student sounds like a woman around 20, right? Very young. Young and full. And yeah, that's one friend doing that, and then you think whole Japanese society is cheating. I had heard 飲み物 was no longer the main word for a beverage in Japan, at least amongst young people. Yeah, we still use it, even youngers. Yeah. I want to get more flirty on my next call, but I don't know what's appropriate before 告白. I don't have much experience in general, to be honest. You can start from like saying that you like about her something. You don't say you like her, because that's too straightforward before 告白. But you can say, oh, I like your outfit. I like your nails. I like your voice, kind of things. That's very flirty, but not too straightforward. I don't know how the conversation came up. Asagi-san already talked about it several times. Right. Newbies. Probably, yeah. Always order the drink bar at the restaurant. So. I think it's more about the presentation when it comes to drink, right? Um, you will see drink everywhere in Japan when you go to like restaurants, like you see on the menu, because it looks kind of like fancy, you know. Um, decoration English かな decoration English. You will see so many drink on the menu in Japan everywhere. That's more like decoration, but in an everyday conversation, we use 飲み物 quite often than drink. うん。Did you get used to speak only English for hours on end? I think it can be really exhausting since you are probably used to only speak 日本語 in your daily life. まあ, I have an American husband. We speak both English and 日本語. But yeah, still, yeah, talking like 2 hours straight in English is quite. I use so much energy for this. For your information, Thailand is the worst country. Statistically ね. Yeah, in the statistic, peop なんか they say Thailand is the worst country for like cheating culture. But I don't know, how do they take the survey even? I don't know how much you can just rely on trust those statistics. But yeah, if you talk about, you know, how cheating is bad in the statistically speaking, I think the America was even worse than Japan, right? I think I told the statistics and Japan was not as bad. But people say, oh, Japanese people cheat all the time because they see those social media content, right? Very cherry picked and nitpicked, I don't know, for the view, you know what I mean? そうだね。まあ、probably newbies, you know. ママはいつも忙しいね。Mike, oh, welcome back. I'm taking my wife to Japan for the first time in April. Hopefully it's not too packed. Oh, nice. まあね、Japan ね、it will be packed, especially in April. It's more like spring cherry blossom season. If you're talking about late April, it's not as bad, but April is busy. First April is busy because of cherry blossom, and late April because of the long weekend Japan has. It's called Golden Week. Bless me, bless me. Street interviews, yeah. No, I get where it comes from. I don't really blame people like who was that. I think he already left. But Yeah, I don't really mean to blame those people though, to be honest. I blame content creators who spread misleading content. You know what I mean? Those people make it look like Japanese women are all like either for the fetish or cheating. You know what I mean? It's really easy for viewers to associate Japanese women with those negative image, and then I sometimes get comments like, oh, you are contributing to fetishizing Japanese women by, teaching men to how to date Japanese women, right? Because they have this image that Japanese women are so weak and they are, um, they are often fetishized unfairly, and Asagi is, you know, Asagi is sending those vulnerable Japanese women to greedy Western monsters who fetishize Japanese women, As if those Japanese women don't have choice, you know what I mean? Right? Because according to those people, then, all the men, foreign men who are dating and married to Japanese women are men like that, you know, they are like saying, I am married to my American husband because I had no control. I was just sold to a very, bad American man. It's not like that. I was willing to date foreign men because, for all the reasons you already know. And yeah, like I have my will, I have my choice. I made my choice, right? But for some reason, some men think Japanese women are all so weak and sold to sex industries, and yeah, those Western men are so fetishizing Japanese women uh, and trying to, you know, なんだろう、deceive とか by women みたいな。I don't know. Yeah. Some people have that kind of image in international relationships, right? Which is very odd. Japan is not like, I don't know. Um, I don't know. Japanese women, yes, we have that kind of reputation. Like we have all the very cute, kawaii anime characters, or like geishas and uh, people who work for like sex industries. But there are also other normal women. Oh, I think they are missing that kind of point. You know what I mean? そうだね。まあ、そうだからね。But again, I don't really blame those. I can't really blame those people because that's what social media shows to them, right? It's easy to feel that way. Yeah. And I think the guy who was なんかちょっとまあ I don't want to call him out, but it's just I would say he's just one of the victims というか who are kind of trapped in the image that social media shows to him. You know what I mean? And I hope he will find out at some point. Oh, Doug, it's been a long time since Justin Satin had some questions, how he got work visa and how hard it will be. そうね、we have to set another live stream with Justin. He's very, um, なんだろうな、insightful man as well. So, yeah, and there are some questions I can't really answer properly. And Justin has those answers when it comes to, for example, learning Japanese, living in Japan as a foreigner kind of aspect. So, yeah, まあね、Frank, まあ you don't have to feel sorry. And in fact, I think he kind of bit you first, no? But yeah. Anyways, we gotta continue. だって鼻水がFrank, thanks for the super chat. We'll give you a sake sticker. Claymation Nation. What are the universal qualities that are shared between the Japanese and Western English languages? In other words, the things we all understand regardless of the language barrier. Love, maybe? なんかすごい、そう、なんだろう、フィロソフィカルだね。フィロソフィカル question。なんだろうなんだろうね。Love? Of course. Compassion? Oh, I think individuals are all different no matter the nation. Some cheat, some others do not, no matter where you're at. Yeah. Oh, almost forgot. Mr. Japan, the YouTube creator, covered your video this week about salaryman on the train not giving up the priority seat for pregnant woman. Ah, Mr. Japan. I hate that guy. I think I know who you are talking about. His content is just such a piece of shit, you know what I mean? I can't even. 本当に無理。
Who is it?
なんか Mr. Japan っていうなんか YouTube クリエイターで
Japanese guy?
Japanese guy なんか wearing sunglasses and then kind of anonymous and he's just reacting to like contents on YouTube like viral content about Japan and he's already done more than a few videos of mine and he goes like and then he talks shit about my content too. So there's no need for me to be polite to him. He started it, So, yeah.
Japanese reacts to me, not the women problem.
So, like, Mr. Japan. Yeah.
Japanese are fast.
So he's such like his content. I don't know about like his personality as personal issues, but his content at least he's usually like talk shit about Japanese women. Like he's kind of like a misogynist か. Yeah, he always has kind of like misogynist ideas and always like bites what I do, what I say in the content. Yeah. I think I'm done with his content like long ago.
He doesn't seem like he gets enough views to justify worrying about him, though.
So.
よく寝てる。
Okay. Yeah. もう無理。なんか Yeah, I sometimes criticize content of なんかのび太とかたかし street interviews and stuff, but you know that's I still respect their effort and like creation levels, you know what I mean? But this Mr. Japan guy, it's not even worth it, you know. It's not even worth criticizing. It's just bad.
Takashi, even though you don't agree with the thrust of his arguments and how he cherry picks stuff, I think he's getting better recently. But at least he's respectful, you know, kind of like he's not attacking anybody, you know.
So
Like,
right, he's not attacking anybody specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I have certain level of respect for those creators like Nobita, Takashi, and just giving my criticism, I guess, like constructive criticism. But for this Mr. Japan guy, I have no respect, to be honest. Yeah.
well, respect is earned.
This is why Japanese women are bad, you know, not worth pursuing. But yeah, Doug seems to have a question to you.
Doug?
Doug.
Hi, Doug.
Yeah. TB, welcome. I think part of the reason why the internet thinks Japan cheats more is because Japan seems to have an abnormally large percentage of women that think that going to soapland is not cheating. Oh, hi, 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 hi. それね。それね。And it's kind of true. Many women in Japan believe that that is not cheating, right? But it's more like Japanese women have been なんか because Japanese men go there, right? For like, oh, it's a work, it's a part of work, you know, to get along with other coworkers. I have to go to kebabkuras and soapland, you know, prostitute kind of thing, right? まあ originally. And I don't think many young Japanese men do that anymore, but the legacy still remains. And, you know, Japanese women are kind of like forced to believe that it's not cheating. But in fact, that, you know, when I see other contents like Japanese, like, なんだっけセラピストじゃなくて、なんだっけ counselor, Japanese counselor taking letters from Japanese women, right? And then answering their questions, right? And many women, you know, talk about how sad their partners going to prostitute and they want their partners to stop. How should I do it? How can I make them my partner stop going to prostitute? とか It's always like the main topic of the you know, relationship advice or from the counselor. You know what I mean? So I've seen many women feeling sad about it, but they don't know what to do because of this なんだろうな social pressure to think as that is not cheating. Does that make sense?
Well, there's also, like, not now, but maybe 50, 60 years ago, getting divorced was a much bigger deal. Right. Like, there's a lot of families, like, who were doing matchmaking within, like, the grandma or whatever set him up. Oh, should I? The grandma or whatever set him up. And so, because there's this familiar pressure not to get divorced, there had to be...
Ow!
Uh-oh. Sorry, start causing chaos here. people like didn't want to get divorced, so like women had to cope with this, right? They didn't want to be the reason that the divorce happened,
Right.
and so
And they didn't have a financial stability to do that because
right, because they divorced and then their source of income goes away, and they have kids and all this kind of stuff. So you have a lot of a very very difficult situation with that, and then you also have tatemae culture and like non-confrontational, like you have all this stuff in the pot stewing, and
right.
you get a really shitty situation that now is no longer the case, but still kind of lingers in older relationships and the social DNA.
DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Many aspects of なんか cultural aspects. But that doesn't mean まあそっか。そうだね。And I don't think I don't think going to prostitute while married is like a norm anymore. I think, or if Japanese men still doing that, then they should realize that recently women started to realize that is insane. And they have ability to survive by themselves because they are not like 専業主婦なんだっけ housewife anymore. They can make the choice to leave if they don't like about it. So I think it's gonna slowly change, even though, yeah, there are still Japanese men who go to prostitutes while having relationships. But I think it's gonna affect future relationships. But anyways, thanks, Cesare. Thanks for the super chat. Yeah, guys, if you have questions to Justin,
Yeah, now's the time while
Yeah.
while the boy's sleeping. He can wake up at any moment. He's like a ticking time baby. He said Doug had a question.
Doug is, I think he's also an IT guy.
Okay.
Do Japanese like habanero peppers? どういうこと Do Japanese like habanero peppers? Some do, yeah.
Can you even get habanero peppers? It's hard. I can't. I mean, I see jalapeno occasionally. I rarely see habanero.
そっかそっか。お、なんか he came back だね。Damn you だって。
Damn you. Well, maybe he can ask it again.
Yeah. Ask Justin how difficult it would be to transfer to Japan from the USA while working for a major Japanese company.
Oh.
Not sure if it's possible or what the downside could be.
Well, I mean, he's IT?
かな
Because I don't know. I mean, it really depends on your field.
あー
But downsides are going to be your linguistic ability if you don't read or write or speak Japanese. I mean, writing. I mean, typing. I guess. If you can't read or speak Japanese, you're going to have a really hard time. Another big downside is fitting into Japanese work culture is a lot. It's a lot. Like if you don't know much about Japanese culture in general, fitting into work culture is like hard mode. It's hard mode plus, because you are you have to fit into a culture that as an American you are not ready for. There's a lot of just like you have to keep your head down and say yes sir no matter what, because that's just keeping the peace, keeping the harmony, and having ideas, having unique like opinions and all that kind of stuff is generally only reserved to people who are higher up in the company. So like it's very contextual to what you're doing, but like even in IT, which is a little bit more progressive in my experience, I still have issues with that and companies that I've worked for IT. If you are in IT, because I think she mentioned you might be, you're probably going to get not nearly as much money as you make now, because IT workers in Japan do not get paid the kind that kind of money that U.S. workers do. So like that, you will take a major hit to your income unless you work for a U.S. company based in Japan. And you're like transferring, like if you work at like Google or something like that, and you're transferring to Japan. So those are some huge life impacting considerations you will want to make. If you can get a job like full remote in Japan working at the US and then slowly make a transition into a Japanese company, you can consider doing that, but I don't know why you'd want to. I really don't recommend for Americans to go into a Japanese cold turkey unless you've got a real good reason. This.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not discouraging you from doing that, but just realize it's going to have a very big impact on your life and perhaps your psychology.
I'm very behind of the chat.
No.
Sorry about that. As in, like, instead, does she not think all people are individualistic? I need context. Social pressure.
Yo, Adachi.
Oh, yo, Justin. あ、デイビッド、ビッグスーパーチャットね。
あら。
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 あら。He's cool だって。よかった。
Who's cool?
ジャスティンじゃない？
Oh.
え？No?
Maybe he's talking about Mr. Japan. You don't know.
Maybe. I wonder if the large Japanese companies have internal politics to limit transfers to Japan from the USA to tend not to give Westerners the desirable job like mid-level management.
Mid-level management. The only situation under which it's going to be not a huge challenge to get a mid-level management position in a Japanese company is if you are in a department that works heavily with a foreign entity, like an English-speaking contingent, and that team has a lot of foreign staff. But like even then, it's not so common. Mid-level management positions in Japan, it's not a very common thing for foreigners to get, and it is a shitty toxic thing about the culture, but it is what it is. And that's the kind of like thing I'm talking about. If you're having difficulty with Japanese, or you might have difficulty with integrating in the Japanese work culture because it's not as friendly to foreigners.
Right.
Sorry.
Thank you. David, I see you, Isaiah, and I give you a sushi sticker.
Yay, sushi. Sushi. I like sushi.
そうなんだっけ? Justin, how many relationships do I need to have to learn the lessons I need to learn? My first relationship taught me a lot, but I am still clueless.
The answer is 42. Moving on. It's one of those things. Like, it depends. How quick do you learn? What do you look for in a relationship? I mean, there is no number. Just do your best in every relationship or every dating situation you're in, and learn everything you can. Try not to come in with a closed mind, and try not to leave it with a closed mind. If it does end, then eventually you'll get to where you want to be. But there's a lot. It depends on your starting point. You know, if you don't have a lot of experience, like you said, it's probably a lot of like really basic like I'm not saying that you have social problems, but there's a lot of basic social like contracts and stuff that you come into in a relationship that you might not even be aware of, that you just have to like learn. And if you're dating Japanese women, they're not going to tell you. I mean, most women aren't going to tell you regardless, but Japanese women definitely won't tell you. So it's kind of something you're going to have to tease out of them or ask a professional if something goes wrong.
Right.
So
Oh, I think, yeah, I can help you to make the cycle shorter, I guess.
Yeah.
No, learning process easier かな. Make the learning process easier, definitely. It's hard. Sometimes it's hard to do that by yourself because it's hard to have a third opinion.
Third eye is that's a psychic thing. That's like that's some like
That's not what I
Buddhist
meant.
mojo.
It's hard to see from outside. Like, なんていうの?
Get an outside perspective.
Get outside perspective. Yeah. When it comes to love and relationships, right? Because you really like this woman, then you have なんか adrenaline that makes you lose control.
Sounds like a psychopath.
I don't know what to do. I'm so in love. No, but you believe what you want to believe, right? She's gonna come back とか she's going to change for me someday とかなんかさ it's easy to fall for the hope ね that you are hoping.
Oh, your brain will trick you into believing some wild shit. If you're in a relationship if you're in a toxic or a failing relationship, your brain will trick you into like, and you won't be able to see, like she says, because you'll be all goofed up in your brain. It's a scientific term.
Yeah, I would say get help from friends or even professionals to learn those lessons properly.
And I guess the final thing before moving on is it's hard to hear this kind of advice because it's not going to leave you with any form of like, oh, thanks, I don't. Because if I told you like it's 5 and then you go, oh cool, let's go out to do 5 relationships or whatever, but just like I said, go into it with an open mind and a positive mindset, and try to keep that positive mindset. And you will fail because everybody does. It sucks sometimes, but like if you get into your own head and you start like becoming fatalistic about things, you definitely won't progress. So just avoid the path to darkness.
まあでも if I talk about the statistics, many Japanese couples who are married, their past relationships, the number of their past relationships are around 3. So yeah, many people get married in the 4th relationships, but it's just a statistic. And like Justin told you, sometimes no matter how many relationships you have, it's hard to learn from that. So you want to make sure you are on the right track. Do you have Japan fetish because you live in Japan and married a Japanese lady?
Yeah, that's pretty much the only reason I do anything. That's the driving motivation for me to wake up in the morning, is my insane Japan fetish.
Right. What's the consensus on the ダメだ politic no traditional gender roles and work focused lifestyles in Japan often leave women feeling emotionally disconnected from their spouses, leading some to seek intimacy elsewhere. Oh, わかるかも. That's kind of true. Yeah, it's sad, especially in なんだろうね, people who are really focused on career or living in a city, big city like Tokyo. I think many people going on that circle, loveless circle in their lives. But I think one thing I noticed by having relationships both with Japanese men and Western men in the past, by seeing and dating Western men, right? It なんだろうな, it made me realize how important those なんだろうな, intimacy, the importance of intimacy. It's not something in なんだろう, it happens in Japan, but yeah, Japanese people tend to be more like career focused, community focused, and not like a partners, like a lack of partners intimacy. It's easy to miss that kind of things in Japanese relationships. But I think that's one of the things you can have as an advantage as a foreign man. Because I think many Japanese women still, love to have relationships with intimacies, but they just can't really find it with Japanese partners, and you can give that kind of value to their lives. So yeah, I think that's an advantage for Western men. Mm. そうだね。No politics だね。Hey dude, I'm Nan. IT too, by the way. I met a Japanese. She's from Osaka. We started talking 2 years ago. 2 years ago, and I'm just wondering if I can ask her out. Our communication is on and off. そうだね。だって、yeah, when you have like きっかけ？何？きっかけ？
Chance? Opportunity?
Opportunity? Yeah. Like, I don't know, maybe you will visit Japan, then you can easily ask her out, right?
Are they already in Japan?
Oh, you already in Japan? She's from Osaka.
Oh, maybe, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah,
or
if you're in Japan, then definitely. If not,
make opportunity,
yeah.
make a reason, excuse to ask her out.
Yeah, and if she's excited, she'll let you know. Like, if like, okay, let's just presume you're in Japan because it makes the explanation easier. Let's say you got some friends going out trying a new place, and you wanted to bring someone along. You want it because like the first time you ask her out, maybe you don't want it to be like a too serious thing. But like, hey, I got some friends getting together. Do you want to come with me? Even if she says no, you can tell by the way she says no if she's interested in meeting with you again, and you can go off on that. But you don't want to get like too direct too quick out of nowhere. Like, hey, you want to go get some coffee? Because that might be a little suspect, and maybe she has a boyfriend or whatever. I don't know, but
Oh, well, if you know that she doesn't have a boyfriend.
yeah, I'm assuming he does, but
Oh.
I don't know. What do you think? That would be my approach, but I'm not the dating a professional.
I would say 101 is more clear.
Oh, yeah.
Intention is more clear.
I guess
When you know that,
Fair.
she's single
Right.
and available, but
She's from
yeah,
Osaka too, so
yeah.
yeah.
Because if you ask 101, then it's easy to tell if she's interested or not. If she says no, she's not interested as a romantic partner. But
Fair enough.
if she says yes, then heck yeah.
Or if she says no, but can we reschedule or something like that,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like if she says no, I'm busy that weekend, but I really want to. Can we try the next weekend? Then you're good to go. You're golden. If she says no, I'm busy that weekend, and doesn't follow up. You're out of luck.
そうね. Yeah. Would you guys ever consider moving to America? だって.
I can name a handful of countries I'd move to before America.
Right. そうだね。Not so many reasons to live in the US. We would visit the US for sure and stay there maybe a few weeks,
Right.
hopefully. So Hiro can experience both of the culture, but living ね。
I mean, there's a lot of reasons right now, like with inflation and all that kind of stuff, that it's just not a very good place for us right now. So, it's really not on the table at the moment.
Don't worry, Frank. He knows that. Kid.
Yeah.
You are kidding. I had heard that sometimes U.S. workers' visas randomly get rejected. Is an attorney required to navigate the work visa renewal process to ensure work visa isn't rejected?
I recommend it.
うん、
I
そうだ
think
ね。
like the Byzantine bureaucracy you have to deal with to get your visa renewed is like absolutely, it's mind-bogglingly, and I think purposefully convoluted. Like I for the first like 4 or 5 years I was in Japan. I've been here for about 10 years now. Every time I went to do my visa renewal, no, sorry, first like almost 7 years, yeah. Every time I went to do my visa renewal, I do the paperwork and stuff myself, and every single time, it was the same application, same paperwork, but every single time they would ask me for a different thing this time. And I think it's just you get different like people reviewing your documents and all that kind of stuff, and it's just it all came out of left field for me. Like, okay, I didn't have to do this last time, but an attorney, if you can afford it, knows all the loopholes and the secrets and what to write and what not to write and how to write it and all that kind of stuff. And not only will they do that for you in a much more effective way than you can, they'll do it a lot faster than you, and it will not take up a lot. Like it will take hours and hours and hours of your time, and I think that most of our time is more valuable than the cost that it would have to have an attorney like do that for you. So I highly recommend it if it's in your budget.
Hey Justin, have you played with any of the AIs that have come out? What do you think about DeepSeek?
DeepSeek?
DeepSeek.
I don't know about DeepSeek, but you know, I don't rely too heavily on AI. You know, as somebody in IT, it can become a crutch. I do. I use ChatGPT if I need some help with some things. Like sometimes it's faster than just Googling it and looking at Stack Exchange. Like I look at like if I have a very specific implementation problem or something like that, and I'm like, hey, is there a way I can approach this? Sometimes I can get the answer faster from ChatGPT. Sometimes I can get it faster if I Google it. Sometimes I can get it faster if I just sit down and think about the problem. So I mean, I feel like it's a tool that is something that can be used but should not be relied upon. And when it comes to like, well, I don't know what DeepSeek is, but if you're talking like like Devin or like Copilot and that kind of stuff, I tend not to use tools that will replace my like skills that will be needed to actually do my job.
Whirlpool. Can you read this?
Gotta make it. 旦那さんは日本語が読めますか? Yes, he can.
He does. We speak like 50-50 most of the time. English, Japanese.
Yeah, and I mean, I work for a Japanese company. I read emails and chats and all that kind of stuff in Japanese all day, every day. So, yeah.
Yeah. Whirlpool says, can your husband read Japanese?
Oh,
I don't know about you, but I'm here for Hiro, Justin, and Asagi-san.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm here for you too.
Time is money, ne? Yeah. How hard was it to find work in Japan? Oh.
Well, like I think like every question I'm going to be answering is going to be, it really depends on your situation. So, you know, your mileage may vary, but It can range from like relatively easy to damn near impossible. So if you want to teach English, it's not hard at all. If you're already here and you want to teach English, not hard at all. If you're not already here and you don't want to teach English, good luck, because that's the only thing that's going to save you. Because you have to be working for a company like Toyota, and they have to want to transfer you or something like that. Like it maybe you have like a desirable job like tech, and a company's hiring, but like I said, I don't recommend it if you're coming from the U.S. If you're coming from a country where the pay is better, then yeah, that's a path you can do. But if you're coming in Japan from outside and you don't have a college degree and you're looking for a job, like a work visa, you're gonna have a hard time, a real hard time. If you're already here and you don't want to teach Japanese, you will be relying heavily on two things: your previous work experience in Japan. So if you have that, if you've been like a seishain, a full salaried employee before, it's a lot easier. If you haven't, it's a lot harder. If your Japanese is bad, almost impossible, unless you're going to be working at a bar or something. So like, but like a bar is probably not going to sponsor your visa. You're the only companies that are going to be sponsoring your visas are like, I'm going to quote this, but like real companies. I think that's not a real distinction, but like serious like businessy white collar companies. Or
Toyota, Sony.
yeah, there also is like you can work for a factory and stuff. I think a lot of Brazilian immigrants work in factories and do factory work, so that's an option. But I don't know anything about it. So depends on what you want to do and what your limitations are and your own desires. But that's been my experience.
ね。そうね。Work situation ね。How you can move to Japan. It's a very big issue when it comes to, for my customers too, right? Even if they are really good men and capable of dating and relationships, they can't make a solid like relocation plan because of the work issue. そうね。
Yeah.
I already taught English but now have IT background but little experience. I have a Japanese language degree and spent 1 year studying and 2 years working.
Okay.
Rusty but can get by.
Yeah, I mean, if it's really what you want to do, then do it. But you're probably getting paid a lot more now than you will. I mean, but then you also have like cost of living expenses and stuff to worry about too. So I don't know. It really depends on your situation. Here's my advice for you if that's the path you want to take. If you want to get a job, if you're having a hard time getting a job at something like Rakuten, which is like it's like the Amazon in Japan, or a company like that, if you have a hard time doing that, you can still get in. There's a like dispatch tech is something you can do, and it's what I do. It's kind of like the lower rungs of IT and stuff. But if you want to earn your stripes in Japan doing that, that is a choice you can make, and you'll make even less money. And it's not glorious work by any stretch of the imagination, but it can get your foot in the door and be a jumping off point to a much higher, more prestigious job at a bigger tech company. So consider it. They're called System Integration Kaisha or something like that. So SI for short is the types of company. And if you go to like Geekly, or what's the other one? Relocation. These are websites, or not websites, but services for like tenshoku katsudo. なんだっけ?
Job hunting?
Job hunting, yeah, for job hunting. I don't know if you're outside of Japan if they can help you get in, but that's a resource that I used that helped me a lot, because then they just send out all your applications, and then and you just do the interviews. And interviews, practice that, because interviews suck. They, that's
ね
just, it's like kanji. It sucks, but you gotta learn it.
え。インタビューね。I hate interviews. I hated interviews when I was on the job market.
Yeah, yeah, they suck.
Yeah. I guess though it's time for us to go. ね。We could do more like a sit down live stream like this. He has more, information in learning Japanese and working in Japan as a foreigner. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so next weekend I don't think I can go live because dance recital.
Should I stream instead for you?
Just Asagi's live just in edition ね。Well, yeah. So we'll be next following weekend かな。And so Justin and I are talking about how I can be more present on social media like YouTube. And Justin's gonna help a lot to edit videos and help in my script and stuff like that. So hopefully we can see more often in the future long format videos. Oh my god, I haven't published for like 8 months right now. As a YouTuber, I feel like failure, but but hopefully we can publish more long format videos and of course as a short format as well. So stay tuned, everyone. We're gonna do it. 頑張ります。ファイト But yeah, thanks for watching the live stream. Thanks for all the super chat donators. Appreciate all of you guys. And I'll see you in the following weekend. Bye.